So let me introduce you to my new project. Yep, definitely different to a K car, a lot bigger than to a K car, but in fact the one car that actually made more sense of keeping long term, as in having 7 seats, plus the fact that I needed a V6 in my life. I did have a Toyota Crown before this, which was a 2.5, and I absolutely loved the car, but unfortunately it was just a useless car to have. It was definitely impractical and not worth, it had the looks, it had everything, and so to be honest with you, it took me a while to find the right van. Now I did have another van before this, which was a Toyota Voxy, and although 2-litre petrol, it was just, the CVT gearbox was terrible, the whole car was just terrible. If you want a Voxy, just stick to a hybrid like every other taxi driver's got nowadays. So yeah, so this is my 2013. I imported this myself, no importer involved other than myself. So and this is actually an auction grade 4B. Now I was a bit worried when I bought this. It has been passed around through quite a few auctions, but most of them were just local auctions till he actually landed in the USS auction, and I bidded this at a very reasonable price, and I got it a lot less, almost like £500 less than what I wanted it for. Obviously this is as very specific as I wanted. I wanted lowered suspension but not coilovers. It had to have 20-inch like multi-spoke alloys, and definitely I wanted black V6, and you had to have this optional box, not specifically the OEM one, but any box would have done. As you can see, I've just put this mat on top. It does have a few scratches there on top, but luckily there's no sticky residue like what most Japanese people do. They put like GPS and God knows what, everything on top. So yeah, this is my new project ish. It's all ready to complete. I don't have to do much to it. However, I think it took a while for DVLA to get through for the registration, and then so I just got it on the road 3-4 days ago. So the only thing I did was put in a Silk Blaze exhaust tip, which I had it for a while for this car because I think it looks better. I didn't want to go for a full exhaust system or anything, as mainly because of being a family car. Obviously I had to polish it and detail it. God damn it, it took a while. Such a big car, and yet a lot to do on it, a lot. Now let's talk about the wheels, which is a bit of a pain, to be fair. Although they look beautiful, I do believe that the size 245/35 R20s aren't really made for the UK roads, so I will be going 255 on this to protect the rim, and probably go 45 profile, as I still got a bit of an ouch gap anyways. But yeah, I had to get them balanced, I had to get the alignment done because they were just really out. The other issue I'm having at the present moment is that let me get inside. Now it has a wonderful Alpine system with the rear view, with the rear screen, and it works perfectly fine. Everything works fine. The only few niggles are this box here does rattle a bit, so I might tighten that up. It might be just because of this thing or that thing. And secondly, and the biggest one, is the fact that is the actual head unit itself. Unfortunately, it doesn't show the rear view camera. For the life of me, I tried working every single thing out on it. Every single thing. It just can't, it doesn't seem to work. The good news is that there's some special features like I didn't know about, is like the auto dimming rear screen. Obviously it's got the double power doors, power thingy, tailgate. I love the fact that how this is actually OEM, matches with the rest of the wood. So other than that, it's got cruise control just there. I fitted the fog light switch, I'll probably mention it later on again. And I'll be honest with you, there's a reason why people buy this, and I think everyone should buy this. The V6 is just amazing. Power, comfort, everything. It is the best all-round vehicle in my opinion. As you can see, I'm going to put the car in reverse. Parking sensor going crazy, but the screen's not doing anything. Obviously nothing's happening. Don't know what I pressed there. Okay, mode. And then yeah, it seems that even the settings button, I can't access anything at all. SD cards are all present, everything's present. See, all the SD cards are present on all that stuff. But yeah, I can't seem to figure it out. And then when I did put another camera in there, signal in the trigger wire, it just was just going crazy. So I believe that they put an aftermarket head unit on, and before shipping they put the OEM one on, and it's not working. And it's not like, at least the DVD and radio works. Bluetooth doesn't work, it just won't let me connect anything. And I haven't tried the SD card yet. What's this button do? Unsure. Okay. As you can see, I put a couple of car seats in there. If I just remove that one, you can see that. So this is a Gold Type 2. This is just not the C package or Executive Lounge, L Lounge or anything of that sort. So the one above this has the I think it's called the C package, SRC package, or SC package. Anyways, that one has like the fixed seats and electric seats and all that stuff. Obviously more luxurious, full leathers and everything. However, unfortunately, I'm not really a fan of full leathers. And secondly, because of these car seats, if you want to put any larger car seats on those fixed captain seats, then it can be a bit difficult. Plus I like the suede, I really do, although it'll be difficult to clean with the kids in there. But yeah, they do this in the Golden Eye version in the Vellfire as well. Now I've been looking at both of them. However, the Alphard is more my age group, I think, although the Vellfire was made for the younger, with the younger people in mind. But I think Alphard's got a bit of a more classy name. Plus I've heard it's cheaper to insure. There we go. Brilliant. Now, any questions, do ask me. Obviously I did import this myself through a agent of a very big company. And obviously I do my own checks. They don't send me just the cars and everything. I do my actual own checks. And I'll go and have a look at everything, look at the past. Obviously, you know, this went through 3-4 auctions before coming to USS Saitama, and that's where I looked at it once and I was like, yep, this is the one for me. Now there was a couple of issues with it. Obviously the USS Saitama did not mention it, but however I knew before buying it because of the other auction sites. Like for example, one auction site, it mentioned the passenger door being noisy, and then the second thing is for the steering making noise. Now the steering is a very common problem on these, but luckily I managed to buy the whole steering upper column or the U-joint all the washers, everything ready for this vehicle, just in case. Although touch wood, nothing happened, everything seems fine, no noise, no nothing. So yeah, I've got the part ready, and it only cost me £50 from Japan. The part itself was 50 quid, and I think because I got it by shipment, it's about 25, so £75, which is not bad for the whole steering column, UJ, OEM UJ, everything, power steering pump, everything with the electric power steering, everything all included. Was only £75–80 altogether, which I think is absolutely worth it. Now let's show you the engine. So this is the engine bay. Nothing much to see other than a V6 badge over there. I haven't detailed it or cleaned it. I had to put a new battery in there, so I fitted a Yusra YBX 5096. It's a much bigger battery, 80 amp. Apparently people recommend the smaller ones, but I honestly wouldn't. It's a bigger car, bigger everything, and knowing that later on when you want to run off ancillaries, it's better just to have a bigger power battery, and it fits perfectly in the tray as well. I just took a whim and just bought it, and it fits perfect in my opinion. However, danger, remove transport bungs immediately. I forgot to do that after a while when just checking the fluids. Yeah, I haven't topped it up from Japan, and the oil level seems to be fine as well. Probably just give it a clean today. It's a nice weather today. I'll probably clean all that as well. So yeah, that's the Alphard. Obviously I had to sell my K car. Feel sad selling it. Didn't really want to sell it, but you know what? It's one of those situations where I was using it, my dad was using it, and the intention was for someone else. So yeah, this one will definitely get used, and I've got another special project coming up as well, and that will be arriving in June, or yep, end of June or July, and I'll keep you in touch.